Welcome to this podcast. It's called This I Believe, presenting Haley, Mikhail, Cheyenne, Dean, and Carter. This is what it's over. Donuts, true friends, and self-care, why video games are not bad, cousins are cute, and equality. Starting Haley.
For a long time, I didn't understand the meaning of self-care or self-love. For a few years, I had surrounded myself with people that didn't help me take care of myself. It took me a long time to understand that the people who I thought were there for me weren't. It wasn't easy, but I am finally happy and I'm learning how to take care of myself. By losing people who I thought were there for me, I finally learned who was going to help me learn to love myself. I finally found my true friends. That is why I believe that self-care starts when you surround yourself with people who truly care about you. Everyone has that one time in their life where they wish it could change one thing, where they could stop themselves from doing something stupid. For me, the one thing I wish I could change was how I let people tell me that I was stupid for what I was passionate about. I wish I could go back and tell myself that it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to do something dumb or listen to the Hamilton and Falsetto soundtracks on repeat. But after thinking about changing these important parts of my life, I realized that if I changed those little details, I would have never been the person I am today. I would have never learned how to love myself. I wouldn't have ever accepted myself for who I am. I would have never had those few friends that changed me and made me realize what it means to take care of yourself. I would have never been happy with the person I am today. Of course, losing your friends is hard, and sometimes it can feel like your whole world is falling apart. But in the end, when you get rid of those few friends that don't truly care about you, you find the ones that do, and you slowly learn to take better care of yourself and eventually love who you are. For me, the people that let me sing falsettos in Hamilton all day are my true friends. They don't sit there and tell you that something that you love is stupid. Even though they may not be interested in things you like, they still listen. They still care. They still want you to tell them what you are feeling, and they will never judge you or tell you that you are stupid for loving something. It took me a few years to find these few friends, but by finding these people, I have learned to take care of myself. I have finally learned not to hate myself because someone tells you that you're stupid for being passionate about something. It hasn't been easy, but I've learned to love my Broadway-obsessed, terrible at telling jokes, and extremely flawed self. I now know what it means to take care of yourself. It has been a long and hard journey to get to the point I am at now. I'm not afraid to sing Alexander Hamilton at random times of the day anymore. My friends listen even if they don't like it. By surrounding myself with people that care about me, I have learned how to take better care of myself. I have finally learned the true meaning of self-care and self-love. This I believe.
This I believe. I believe that my little cousins are cute. My little cousins are cute because they are not very old. The oldest was born in 2014 and is 3 years old. The second oldest was born in 2015 and is 2 years old. The youngest was born this year and is only 2 months old. They all are the most adorable little cousins I have ever had. I got to go and see them when they were about 6-ish hours old. And we stay there for a few so my mom can hold them and see them and give them all her snuggles. I think my little cousins are cute. When they were babies, I got to hold the oldest and youngest because I wanted to hold them. My youngest cousin is a newborn, even though is 2 months old, she's the most adorable little child ever. My little cousins like me because anytime they are over, they want me to play with them. The oldest was first one I ever got to hold and play with because he was born the oldest and he was 3 years old 3 years ago. Their names are Jonathan, who is 3, William, who is 2, and Chloe, who is 2 months old. I believe this belief because I think my little cousins are cute, because they're very adorable. How they impact my life is that they're my very first little cousins that I have, because my other cousins are all older than them. My feelings about them are loving and caring because they are the best cousins I have. They impact my life so much. because they're the littlest cousins that I have right now, and they're the most adorable little children ever. My baby cousins are the most joyful thing in my life at this time, because they're the most adorable little kids ever. My little cousins are the littlest but cutest kids ever. They are the most adorable because they have the cute big eyes and the wonderful smiles. When they smile, it's so adorable I could not resist. When they do smile, is because I made them laugh, or they're just really having fun with me. They enjoy having me around, so I play with them more often when they are over and they're having a good time with me. This is my belief. My belief is that I think my baby cousins are cute.
Why are video games so bad? You gotta ask your parents to even buy a game, and they say, no, you aren't allowed to have the game. It can influence you in a bad way or just rot your brain cells. Well, if you think about it though, some games can teach you things that might be useful in life. Say you're playing basketball for the first time and someone challenges you to a one-on-one, but luckily you have started playing 2K18. Maybe since you're playing that game, you might just win that one-on-one. Say you want to start a farm, but you don't know how to finance or want to see who has a better farm. If you're playing Farming Simulator 17, that could possibly teach you how to start your own farm or see who has better equipment and farm space. I believe that games can be bad, but also can teach you many things. There are rules to make sure that when you play games, they can't be bad for you. Step 1. Don't play for too long, maybe only 30 minutes or so. Step 2. Don't have the volume up too loud, it could hurt your ears. Step 3. Sit a certain distance away from the screen and make sure you actually blink. Some people don't. Step 4. Make sure you talk to a friend every once in a while. There are some games that can influence you in a bad way, but still you can play. Some of those in games can include foul language, gore, nudity, and etc. So why are video games so bad? This, I believe.
I believe that everyone is created equal. Some people think that people with other color are not as equal as them. People will judge you or not think that you are equal just because of your religion, or if you're rich or poor. People will think you're not as equal as you just because they're richer than other people. Color of your skin is a big deal nowadays. There was many color movements also. Everyone mostly thinks that if you're darker, you're a bad person. Or just because they're darker, people think they're not as important as other colors. Even though everyone is just as equal as the other. People just think if they're a lighter person that they're better than darker people. It doesn't matter if you're darker or lighter. We're all the same on the inside. Racism also is connected with skin color. If people see you with dark skin, they usually think that you mean nothing to the world and that you're worthless, or they're better than you and they think they have a better say to everything. On the darker skin preference, they see white color as they are rich and they know it all, but actually not all white color are that rich and smart. Your skin color is just a color and it means nothing. We're all equal in our way. I believe that people should not be judged by just looking at the color of their skin. Some people think if you don't have the same religion as them, you are different and not as equal as them. Or if you don't practice a religion at all, they think that you are unusual than other people, that you're weird. I think people can have any religion they want and should not be judged. So what if you believe in other things than people? You're just as good as them. We have rights that we can be anywhere and think of our own religion. I believe we can have our own beliefs in our religion. Another thing is what you have and don't have, or if you're rich or poor. Let's give an example. If someone has an iPhone and you have an Android, so what if the Android is not as expensive or as cool? Someone could live in a mansion and you could live in a trailer, so what? They could be mean, they could be nice. So what? We're all still equal. It doesn't really matter what you have, it matters who you are. The rich people, it doesn't matter if you're richer than anybody else. But poor people, it matters if you're poor. We're all equal. I believe people shouldn't be judged by what they are, have, or don't have, and if you're rich or poor. I believe people are all equal. You shouldn't be judged just because the color of your skin, or if you believe in a different religion, and by what they have or don't have, and if they're rich or poor. I believe people should not be judged by their skin, religion, what they have. It doesn't matter about the outside, it really matters on the inside.
Donuts are the best thing I have ever eaten because they are so tasty and good. I also like them. When I was 4 or 5, me and my grandpa would always go and get donuts from Dunkin' Donuts because he would go to work in the morning and take me to the babysitters. My favorite donuts are chocolate covered sprinkles on them because they are really tasty and I feel like it was fun and that I will probably go when I can drive. We also used to go to a donut shop in Carmel and we would get the long donuts with the chocolate on top, and they were my second favorite because they would sometimes have filling in them on the inside, and they taste like Hershey candy bar, and they are like really rich and sweet. I think this is why I remember this because we went there with my grandparents and I was with my brother and sister and we are eating Dunkin' Donuts. Family is important because if you didn't have it, you wouldn't have anybody. I would like to get donuts with my grandpa again, but neither of us have time. I believe that donuts are the best food in the world. They are tasty and there are so many different flavors.